Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Reese here from Sim Manga and welcome to my review of Kenichi chapter 528, Shiguru Special. So, this chapter is basically all about what is Shiguru's plan, you know? What has she basically got planned for everyone now that their new enemy is going to be the Weapon Division? Well, no one really knows but Shiguru herself, you know? Basically, it's just like, it was actually really funny just watching like the kind of things that Kenichi and Miu are trying to figure out what's going to happen to him. You know, so from the offset, you see they're putting loads and loads of weapons in a big bag. You got like knives, twisted poles, and of course Kenichi, like being himself, you know, is just like super hardcore, thinking that, oh my god, she's gonna just go around attacking everyone. Oh my god, you know, it's just to the point where there's like, oh my god, we have nothing to fear from weapons. Wrong. Instead, she just picks out a bag, and yep, they go on a journey to sea. So at this point here now, they're still thinking like, okay, what's going on? They get to the sea now and it's like, oh, nice, the sea. They're picking up bags of sand and stuff. It's like, oh my god, these bags are really heavy. What's she gonna do? Don't tell me she's gonna tie them to everyone's legs and just chuck them in the sea and let them fend for themselves. It's just like flipping it, man. That one is bleak. That one is bleak even for Kenichi. You know, to think that she'll just chuck them in the water, let them just sit there, drown nearly. You know, sure, it will strengthen them up and everything, like, because they got to constantly fight against the waves and everything to try to keep afloat. But at the same time, it has the greatest risk of death, so I don't think that she would want them all to drown, you know, and especially Ukita. Ukita will not be able to handle that, you know. The guy is basically like the Yamcha of their group. It's like, yeah, don't worry guys, Ukita's here, bang, done, he's out, you know. So yeah, either way, that's not her plan either. So next up, a familiar looking house, the home of the infamous, sorry if I get this wrong, Kagero. You know, it's like, first time I looked at this guy, I was like, wait, I don't remember him fully. But then it took me a while, finally remembered. He was basically the guy Shiguru fought in her little battle for the that sword that she was going after, you know. And this guy, he has completely changed. You know, he is just like calm, docile, and everything. You know, he's just there pretending his like little vegetable garden, just like yay. So yeah, Kenichi obviously second he saw him is thinking like, oh my god, she's gonna get him to attack everyone, and then we're all gonna have to fight off this crazy guy. But no, obviously the guys all calm, docile, like they're like offering them vegetables to eat and everything. So it's like, okay, so what is her actual plan? It is to be able to start forging weapons. So they take the sand, start like washing away the sediments to get iron sand, so they can start creating weapons from it. And you know what? I never ever would have thought of this. You know, like I said in the last few ones, I was there thinking that she's just gonna literally teach him how to kind of disarm people or something, because like I said, Kenichi, he's not really the type who would use weapons, you know. He's not really kind of like the type of guy who wants to like literally forcefully try to take a life, which is obviously what the weapons will be for, because they're going to be fighting people who want to take their life, and it's like, okay, you know, weapons are meant for killing. But anyway, you know, that being said, the final page, it showed like kind of the weapons, which I'm not sure whether that's the actual one she's going to be making or whether it's just kind of like a thought, but either way, they look friggin' awesome, you know. I must say, like, Takeda getting claws is pretty cool, but personally, I wouldn't really give him claws, you know. I kind of like give him the knuckle dusters that Thor's got, you know, just the sole fact that, well, claws and boxing, I wouldn't really think they'd mix, you know. Like, the knuckle dusters are cool, he's always like got his guard up and everything, and those are just kind of like murder people, simply put. You know, they'll just like enhance his power tenfold. But yeah, like I said, the one issue I can actually see is just like, you know, just the ethicalness of them getting weapons itself. It's like, because obviously weapons are meant for taking lives. Will they be up for the fight? But at the same time, from that panel, I'm not sure whether it was just because those are the people they're thinking about, but they only really showed, who was it? Freya with a spear, Kasara with kind of like knife boots, Thor with the knuckle dusters, Takeda with the claws, and then Sig with like a rapier sword type thing. You know, it's kind of like an old Chinese sword. So I'm not sure whether that's the only people who are getting weapons, because obviously like there's kind of been no indication of Kenichi getting weapons. So maybe the weapons are just for those guys, just to help defend themselves, because obviously they're not at the same level as like Miu and Kenichi, and then those two will learn like the disarming techniques. I'm not too sure, you know. All I know is that this is kind of making for some like quite interesting story development, you know. So yeah, that there's pretty much this chapter, you know, decent chapter, more kind of like build up to what's going to be happening. But just that final page there, showing them all the weapons, it just looked really, really cool, you know. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think of this chapter? You know, did you enjoy it? What do you think of the weapon, like the whole weapon concepts of who getting what? You know, like I said, tackle and claws doesn't really mix for me, you know. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, rate and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you soon.